everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a haul, and what I did was basically be a very naughty girl and I purchased a whole summer collection from the Australian makeup brand Nude by Nature. I have tried a few of their products sporadically in the past before, but I saw that they had a whole sort of kit of full-size products from their entire summer collection, and I figured that might actually make interesting video, number one, but number two, it was a good way to try out more of their products. So I placed the order arrived, and I thought in this video what I might do is do the haul part of it. So I'm going to actually walk through everything that you get in the collection and sort of do swatches and that kind of palaver. And then next week I will upload a video where I do this face and actually do sort of a first impressions of the products applying on the face. So first things first is that the entire collection costs $199 Australian, and you basically get the value of $500 according to the website, or close to, something like that. So the natural bargain hunter in me kind of clicked and went, that would be fantastic, what a bargain. But obviously when you get a collection like this, there are hits and misses. So if you would like to know what products are hits and misses for me, you will have to wait until next week. But for this video, I'm just going to go through and do a walkthrough of what you actually get for your $200 and do sort of swatches and that sort of thing. So moving straight on into it, the first thing that I'm very excited about is that you get a couple of foundations with the kit. And what I mean by that is you actually get three options. So you get the Flawless Finish foundation. So this is what it looks like here. And this is the newest foundation released by Nude by Nature. And basically they claim that this is heaven in a bottle. It is supposed to be a full coverage foundation, and it's meant to feel really lovely on the skin and do all of the nice things that a full coverage foundation does. So I got mine in the shade N2 Classic Beige, and this is what the packaging looks like. I love the packaging of this foundation. So you get a frosted bottle down the bottom, and then you get a gold lid. This is very standard for the entire collection, and when you pull the lid off, you get your pump. So I really love that packaging for the foundation. As I said, I got mine in Classic Beige, I think. Yeah, N2 Classic Beige. So just to give you a look, that is what it looks like. That is one pump. Even though you try to gently pump the pump, it sort of does come out that big, so just be aware of that. But that is what the shade looks like, and then just rubbing that in to the back of my hand, it is quite light, but I'm hoping that it does oxidize. What am I saying? I know it does. I know it oxidizes a little bit. So it looks quite nice there on the back of my hand, even though it's quite streaky because there's a lot of product there. But that does look really quite nice. So I have high hopes for that, but you'll have to wait and see for the next video on actually how it applies. The next face product that you get is a BB cream. So this is the Nude by Nature Sheer Glow BB cream, and it promises to do everything that a normal BB cream does. So it'll be light coverage and just sort of even out skin tone and redness and sort of help your skin's appearance. So this is the packaging for the BB cream. It's just a very simple squeezy tube, again with the gold, like rose gold lid. And this is what it looks like. It is much darker than the foundation. I don't know if I said the shade. Soft Sand is what this one came in. So it is much darker than the foundation, and when you blend it in, that's what it looks like. Definitely is a lighter coverage than the foundation, but hopefully it'll be good on days where you don't actually want a foundation. You want a BB cream. The final foundation option that you have is Actually something that I have tried from Nude by Nature before, and I absolutely love it. It is their Natural Mineral Cover Foundation. So this is a powdered foundation, and I tried it in the trial size. So you get like a little, get it in like a kit where they give you a couple of other products as well. But this is what it looks like. So you just get a little jar, and this has 15 grams in it. I love this foundation. It is really nice coverage. I would say it is sort of a medium to, it's not really full, but it's like medium to almost full coverage depending on how ham you go in with the powder. But it just sits really lovely on the skin. It lasts all day. It does cover a lot of imperfections on the skin, so a lot of redness, it can cancel that out. And I've actually been using that as my main summer foundation, and so it is sweat proof, it is beautiful, it just lasts really, really well on the skin. So I'm in love with that foundation, if you can't tell. The next thing that you get in the kit is a brush set. So this is the Essential Brush Collection. So you actually get it in a really lovely brown traveling pouch, and when you open it up, that is what you get. I've obviously used a couple of the brushes to do my face. So you get a little kabuki brush, a sort of like a powdery like blusher brush kind of thing, and then you get quite a few eyeshadow brushes. So I think that's like a lip liner brush. You can use that as like an eyebrow brush, or under the lower lash line. A small flat shader, a large flat shader, and then a crease blender. And I just think they're really good to have in any collection, really, as in like to have on, like you can never have too many eyeshadow brushes, let's just put it that way. The other thing that came in it is of two other brushes. So one that is out of the packaging because I used it in the video, and one that is still in the packaging so you can actually see what it is. So this one is the Pointed Precision brush. So I didn't actually use this one, and this one is the Flat Top Blender brush. So again, you'll have to wait till that video to see actually how it worked and if I liked it or not. But you do get two other brushes in the kit. Sticking sort of with the face, I kind of skipped over it before, but you actually also do get a full-sized primer. This is the Airbrush Mineral Primer, and it just is a really basic packaging, very similar to the BB cream where it's just like a squeezy tube with the gold lid. And this one is just a white cream. It's not silicone based, so if you do like silicone or you don't like silicone, that's something for you to keep in mind. It is just a white primer. It just looks more like a moisturizer than anything else. So you do get a primer. You can almost basically do a full face. So you do get a primer. The next thing is also a little concealer. So this is the Flawless Concealer, and mine is in the shade Porcelain Beige. So you will have to excuse it because it is a little bit banged up because I did use it. So it's not perfect, but it is just one of the twist top concealers, and that's essentially what it looks like. And just on the back of my hand there, just to give you an idea of the creaminess and all of that sort of stuff. Then moving on to a few more face things before I do some more eye things. I'm all over the place. You also get the Mineral Bronzer. So this is in the same family as the Mineral Foundation, so the powdered foundation, but it's just a bronzer. So it looks exactly the same setup, and that is what it looks like there. The color of this does worry me a little bit. It's a little bit warm and looks quite terracotta-y, but spoilers, I actually quite like it once I put it on my face. So you do get a full size of that. Again, that's in 15 grams, so that's the full size. Then also on the face you get, well, also for the face, not on the face, but for the face, you get a contour fluid trio. So this is essentially what it is. So it is a fluid trio where you get the bronzer, the highlighter, and the contour. So this is what they look like. This one is the, well, it's not actually a highlighter. They call it a neutralizer. When I first opened these, because I have no self-control, they exploded everywhere. So when I took the cap off, they just went everywhere, and they still have a lot of like power behind them. You barely touch them and they squeeze out a lot of product, so keep that in mind if you do purchase these. That is the shade of the neutralizer, and a lot came out. I did not squeeze it that much. This is the contour shade. It's just not the best packaging, I don't think, because too much product comes out, you have no control over it. And this is the highlighter, sorry. Okay, so you don't get a bronzer. You get a neutralizer, a contour, and a highlight. So that is the neutralizer, that's the contour, and that's the highlight. The contour shade, I can already tell, is not the best shade for my skin tone. It's a little bit poo brown almost. Maybe underneath a foundation, so before you actually put on your base. So sometimes when I do like a cream contour, I'll do it underneath and then put the base over the top, and it looks a lot more natural. So maybe something like that might work better that way. So I'll probably give that a go and leave an update in the description box down below. But those are the 3 shades. Even the neutralizer I'm a bit like iffy with. I've never really seen a contouring trio that didn't have a bronzer. So it's a bit funny, but that's what you get anyway. As I said though, just be careful with the packaging, because they are the little tubes. You barely touch it and it just shoots out a lot of products. So just be wary of that. The next thing is the highlighting palette. So the carton just looks like that, and then the box is this gorgeous golden palette. It's one of those reflective ones that really show up all of the fingerprints. So that's not ideal, but whatever. And this is what the highlight shades look like. So you get a champagne, a pink, and like a more bronzy shade. And just to swatcheroo them. So that is the highlight colours swatched there. So that's the champagne, that's the pink, and that's the bronze. They are stunning. And I've actually got the champagne one. I'm sorry, I'm just going to talk over my dog who's snoring in the background. I've actually got the champagne one on my face, and I just think they're really pretty. I think that one, for me, I obviously wouldn't use that one as a highlight shade because of my skin tone, but I think it would be an absolutely stunning shade on the eyelids. And if you have a darker skin tone, that one would look really pretty. So that's the highlighting palette. I really like that. I think that one's really, really nice. Then you also get a second, well, technically third highlighting product, which is the Touch of Glow highlighting stick, because, you know, don't have enough highlight. And this is in the shade Champagne. Now I actually also do have this on my face, but I've put the powder on over the top of it on that side. But this is what it actually looks like. So it's just one of the wind up highlighting stick things, and that is what it looks like. How pretty is that? Like, that is just stunning. Again, I actually think that would look really, really nice on the eyelid, and then just set it even with the champagne color, or even that gold color over the top, just to set it so it doesn't crease. Like, that is just, oh, it's like liquid metal. It's so pretty. So moving back to, well, moving on to eyes. In the collection, you also get the Shimmering Sands Loose Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade White Sand. This is also on my eyes. It's sort of that gold-ish looking thing. Pay attention to my reviews. So it's here. Well, it's actually on my lid. So that is what the bottle container looks like. And when you open it up, so there's the loose powder, and it actually looks like a little ballet slipper. Now I applied this directly to my eyelid, but you could also just apply it to the back of your hand and then use a brush, or use a brush to take it straight off the tip. But this is what it looks like. Like, yeah, so that is it there without any blend. So it's obviously very gold, but then if you blend it, it's sort of just, it sort of deepens in gold, and kind of, it softens a little bit, but it actually deepens in color. So it becomes a little bit more of a richer gold. And that's exactly what happened when it went over my eyes. I think that is really pretty, and I think that would look really nice just on plain eyelids. Then the next thing, I'm going to be saying that a lot, you also get a eyeshadow trio. So this is the Natural Illusion Eyeshadow Trio. So it is just a brown set of eyeshadow, like just a natural, like, how many times can I say that? It's like a neutral eyeshadow palette, so an everyday. So again, it is very similar packaging to, very similar packaging to the highlighting trio. And then when you open it up, it is filthy because I've already used it. But that is what it looks like. So these are the colors. So there they are there on my fingers, and then on the back of my hand. Now, it's not just you. They are not very pigmented, and there is still a lot left on my fingers, and like, they're just not very well pigmented. Like, look at that. The top one takes a lot, like this shimmery shade here. When I was actually doing my eyeshadow and trying to get anything off, like just nothing, like not as much comes off as what you expect. Like you really have to dig your finger in there. So if you're using just a brush, you are not going to get the pigment payout. You're going to have to use your finger, and that's a lot of product there just to get it that pigmented. As for the browns, they're not actually swatching that well, but when they went on the eyes, they looked much better. So when you actually put them on your eyes and you're working with them with a brush, they go on much better. So the swatches for the eyeshadows are a little bit misleading, to be 100% honest, but they are what's on my lids at the moment, which I'm aware looks a little bit like a hot mess. But then also you get a mascara in the kit, and this is the Allure Defining Mascara. So again, the tubing is gold to keep it in line with the packaging, and that is what the wand looks like. So it is just a basic wand. Come on, focus. Focus. So it is just a basic wand, and just looks like a basic mascara. It does claim to be a buildable formula that gives intensified, lengthened and separated lashes in an instant. So you will have to wait until next week's video to see if they do that, although you can make up your own mind right now. And then I believe the final product is the eyeliner. This is the Contour Eye Pencil in the shade Sunshine, and that is it there. It is really pretty, like it's a really nice gold bronze eyeliner. I have put it in my waterline, whether you can tell or not, that is up to you, but it is technically in my waterline. It's really pretty, but I just don't know if it has the pigmentation when going onto your eyes, but it does swatch really nice. So that is that product, and then you also get the little blender on the back if you wish to blend it out. That is everything that you get for your $100. So you actually, in so for numerical amount, I should say. So for numerical amount, you get a lot. You actually get a lot of things. So in terms of if it is good value for the amount of product that you get, yes, I would 100% say for the amount of things that you get, it is good value. As for whether or not every single piece of item is actually good quality, again, you're just going to have to wait until next week. But like I said, you can pretty much get a full face out of this. The only thing that is not nude by nature is my eyebrows, because they're mine. No, is the eyebrows, my the black eyeliner, and my lipstick. So those are the only things that are not nude by nature. Everything else on my face is done by this collection. So like I said, next week I'll be uploading a video where I've actually put it all on my face and sort of walked you through how the products actually applied, now that I've walked you through sort of swatching them and talking about the packaging. But that is it for this video. I hope you do enjoy it. did enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Also, let me know if there is any particular brand that you would like me to try out, specifically if you're in Australia, because I just find it interesting and easier to test products that I can actually get my hands on. So if there is anything that you would specifically like to see me pick up and give you my opinion on, make sure you let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what you thought of the overall collection. I will leave a link to it in the description box down below. It's not an affiliate link or anything like that. It's just a link if you want to click and go have a look. So I will leave a link to that down below in case you want to browse the product. But that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!